Today I'm going to make some steak stuffed portobello mushrooms. These are nice big mushroom caps, and I'm going to use some shoulder steak and some onion. And we're going to top it off with some provolone cheese at the end. But the fun part is we're going to cook this in the Instant Pot pressure cooker. I'm going to start by washing the mushrooms and taking the center out of the middle. After they're washed, just snap the center out of the middle. It comes out very easily. Alright, these are nice and clean. Now for this Instant Pot, I have a 9-inch aluminum pan, which I like to use if I want to keep the juices in a certain food, or if I don't want to let the pressure cooker steam go right into the mixture. So I think these will nicely fit in here. They'll shrink a little as they get cooked, so we'll let them overlap a little bit, but this is a good way to keep all the juices from the nice flavorful portabellos within our recipe. Something like that. All right, we're ready to stuff them then with the rest of our ingredients. I'm going to start with the onions to go down first, because the juices of the meat then will flow over the onions and it'll give that room a lot of good flavor. I'm going to start by cutting up the onions. All right, I sliced the onions into 3 nice thick slices, and we're just going to lay them right in to the portabello. All right, next I have the steak. Now this is certified Angus beef. I have 2 pieces in this package. I'm only going to use 1 for this, and the other one I'm saving for a nice breakfast recipe that I'll have on tomorrow morning. All right, I'm just going to slice this into pieces, or like stir-fry beef, something that it will be bite-sized when you cut into the mushroom. It helps me to eliminate the pieces of tendon or fat that I want to get rid of. So nice strips. This is a beautiful piece of meat. Okay, when you have all your bite-sized pieces, then let's spread them out evenly among the 3 mushrooms. Now, I don't think that we need to add any water to this pan, because there will be plenty of juices coming from the meat and from the mushrooms. But I'm going to add just a little shake of Worcestershire sauce in here. I think it tastes good on the steak. And then I'm going to cover this pan with foil. Okay, we're going to add a little pepper. For seasoning. If you would like to add salt, you can add salt at this point. I don't add salt to this. There's natural sodium in this. I'm going to cover it up. and tight. All right, it's all ready to put in. I'm going to use a rack for the inside the Instant Pot this time. This has a little lift out handles. If you don't have something like this, you can take a strip of aluminum foil, fold it a few times over so that you have a sling that you can lift in and out. We've done that many times before. First, I'm going to add a little bit of water to the Instant Pot. Okay, I'm going to add a cup of water to the Instant Pot, and this is what will create our steam and our pressure. And then we'll take the pan with the Portabellos, put it on the rack, and lower it into the pot. See, it fits nicely in there. There's room on the sides for the steam to come up, and then we can use the handles to lift it right out at the end. Let's put the lid on. We want to make sure it's in the sealing mode instead of the venting mode. And this is the button that pops up when the steam builds up the pressure. Okay, I want to set this for 5 minutes. Normally meat cooks for a longer amount of time, but since these are strips that are cut up so small, we're going to set it manually to cook for 5 minutes. And then we'll release the pressure after it's done cooking. Here we go. Okay, the pressure cooking is done. We're going to release the pressure. All right, let's open it up. Take a look. All right, let's lift these out. I'm going to take it off of that rack so it's more stable. The pan seems a little wobbly. All right, let's take a peek in there. Pretty hot. Oh, look at those mushrooms. We're going to transfer them onto a serving dish. See all the juices that stayed in there from covering it up? These mushrooms really shrunk, but they made some nice brown juices which look great. I'm going to put the 3 of these steak-filled mushrooms in here, and we're going to top them with this cheese. Let's put the provolone right on here. Now the mushrooms are tender, the onions are tender. I'm just going to melt the cheese right on them. I'm going to pour some of the nice mushroom juices into the bottom of the serving dish. And it'll help the cheese start melting too. All those flavors, yummy. All right, let's take a look. Instant Pot steak stuffed portabellos. Wow. That looks like a delicious supper to me. Try this recipe if you think it looks good, and thanks for watching my videos.